Hey, thanks for joining. You did it. Nice job. Introducing our project management trainer, speaker, author, and coach to thousands of professionals and organizations worldwide, including NASA, the U.S. Air Force, USACE, U.S. Army, the Department of Transportation, the FBI. Your friend, Phil. Over to you, Phil.
Hello, my awesome project managers. It's your friend Phil here, project management trainer and coach. I just wanted to say a good morning to you. Thank you very much for watching the channel. And I wanted to give a shout out to some of the students who have written in. Got a few messages on YouTube from Jennifer. Jennifer is asking about the testing strategy and change orders for all ITTOs. So let's tackle that first. So testing strategy, my advice, Jennifer, for anyone trying to get certified is to have a test strategy that suits them. So you might have to decide on what strategy works best for you. I would advise that you find those questions which are your gimmies, if you will, questions that you can answer quite easily, questions that will not take hours and hours and hours of time. That is always my suggestion, to attack the gimmies first. So find your gimmies, and then you can tackle those questions that are not in your comfort zone. Regarding change orders for all ITTOs, well, let's define what ITTOs actually means. ITTO means input, tool, technique, and output. So all ITTOs, you don't have change orders for tools and techniques. You have change orders, change requests, if you will, for things on page 89. So my advice to you is to take a look at page 89, Jennifer. All of those items on page 89, those are all fair game for change. So tools and techniques don't change, but certain outputs and components of the project management plan will change. Got a message here from Sons of Scotland. Says, I was laid off 2 months ago as a new PM with only 8 months experience. I'm sorry to hear that. And you said, with no PMP, it's pointless for me to keep pursuing PM. Don't give up. You know, careers take time to mold. I would say give it some thought. And if this is something you really enjoy and like, I would stay in it. And I would say go for the CAPM, and after that, build on that and work towards PMP. Got another one here from Kingsley, and it says, I wish I discovered your videos before my journey to PMP. I see pure passion whenever I watch your videos. Thank you very much, Kingsley, and wish you all the best in your project management and PMP exam endeavors. Got another one here from Army Boy. Great information, thanks. 2 questions. Can't change control be generated by execution processes as well? Yeah, you can get change requests from anywhere except in closing. Even right there as you are working on planning all the way down through planning, you see change requests being raised. So, yep, you absolutely can. And that is not to say that we are not sure when we plan. It's just the iterative nature of projects. So, for example, in plan procurement management, you see a change request there. You'll also see one somewhere in scheduling. So you could get change requests from anywhere. It then goes further to say, aren't all changes, regardless of approved or rejected, logged in the change log? Absolutely. The moment a change request comes in to you as a project manager, you want to put that into the change log. That is correct indeed. A question from, where is this? SB. Your videos are the best I've seen. I have my exam in 3 days. Would love the gift. Yes, what you watched was probably a rerun. So if you're watching anything that was posted months ago, those offers are not available. They're live. They're for students who are watching live at the time. But thank you nonetheless for writing in. Let's see. Asma, I'm hoping that you've seen the response to your question that I put out there. So thank you for sending that in. And everyone else, Ali says, I just received the information from one of my colleagues who did the PMP exam yesterday. And what is the question? About the business case. The business case. The project manager... So here's the deal. In some organizations, the project manager may not be involved or may be involved. If you read the PMBOK guide very closely regarding the business case, it's an economic feasibility study. And we know, especially from the PMI's most recent changes in the past 3 years, that feasibility studies, feasibility analysis of projects is something the project manager could be involved with depending on the firm. So it really boils down to how a question on the exam is framed or phrased. Sometimes a question may allude to you being someone on the project, but it may not clarify who you are. You could be anyone in the question. It's usually you are the project manager, but just be aware that going into the exam without a solid understanding of a needs assessment, the business case, the benefits management plan is risky. I would not advise that. Okay? This message from Azael V. Or Vi. I really believe PMI is running a scam with this test. You can't have any reference material during the test, forcing you to remember dozens of mononyms and formulas. It's like they're trying to trip you up. So you have to repay and retake the test multiple times. In the real world, is anyone really going to hope they remember how a process works, or are you going to be sure and use reference material for guidance? This isn't elementary school where you need it to memorize multiplication tables. Oh my goodness, this is cracking me up. And then Ty Ship sends in a message and says, I guess you failed. Oh dear. Let's not insult anyone here, but he has a valid reason to be upset, Ty, and not necessarily, he may not even be a student taking the exam. It might just be he's a friend, as he said, to someone who's taking the exam. But in all seriousness, I mean, it's a humorous comment, but at the same time, it's a little bit serious in that I've addressed this previously on this channel. And that video is called, is the PMP exam a scam? You know, so I take it seriously when people raise, questions about the PMI. As a PMP, it's my job to say, hey, this isn't a dubious test. PMI is really a legitimate organization, and this is why the exam is what it is. Okay, well, that's it for today on PMBOK Gold. It's a little bit of a different format. I know you're used to seeing me, but I am having camera issues today. I hope to put those right, and hopefully you'll see me in the next videos. But thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to send you back to your friend Phil. Bye for now.